Hey, it's Kim with Six Blessings, Picking and Flipping. That's my YouTube channel, and happy Saturday! Yay! My favorite day of the week. Okay, so I just started this thing where I wanted to show everyone my Fav Finds for the week, and I have tended this week to be a little bit obsessive because my obsessive watching person on YouTube is Crazy Lamp Lady, Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas, Yvonne with Thrifty Rich, and many others. And I see them shopping, and I like get the urge, and I just like throw everything down, stop what I'm doing, and just run to my local Goodwill or thrift shop. So, but I get good deals. So that's why I'm going to show you some of the good deals I've gotten. Most of this stuff is already listed on my eBay store, which is Hager Mom of Six Blessings. And I don't know, I'm very new to this, if I have very many subscribers right now on my YouTube channel. So if you do like what you see, please subscribe. I guess that's what I have to say. But I would greatly appreciate to have some subscribers besides my children, who don't even watch my videos, BTW, but because I'm their mom. Why would they want to see me when they see me every day? Okay, so here we go with some of my week's favorites. And I apologize for the hair and the blowing, but again, I have a fan on me because I'm in Texas and it's 105 degrees and I'm outside because that's where most of my stuff is. Okay, first off, gotta do the doll because, you know, it kind of started this thing being the creepy doll girl, lady, woman, old lady, whatever you want to call me. And I actually found a very beautiful doll. And the reason I kind of became that is because I found my first big sale. It was $125 on my eBay store. And it was a doll, very creepy. You know, the eyelids shut and open, and then when she walked, when you moved her legs, her head went. It was very creepy, and my son forced me to put her outside so he could sleep at night, and he's 19. So, she was $121 profit, and that was one of my very first items. And I guess there are doll collectors out there that love these things. She was very old, very good condition, original box. But I did find a very pretty doll, and she's not going to be worth that much, but I did have to show her to you. Her name is Lizzie. Isn't she pretty? She really is. I think something happened to her eyelashes because she doesn't have any. Or maybe, I don't know, she never had any, but it's hard to do one-handed. But she has her own little wood swing that she sits on and swings. So I'm going to try to show y'all. Okay, so essentially she's kind of on the swing right now, but you see you hold her up with this little wood perch thing, and there she is sitting on her swing. Yes. And my 19-year-old son, I do have 6 children, so they've all told me to get this out of the house, please, Mom, please. So I think she's pretty, and I will list her, but they still think I'm so creepy. I kind of like her. Bye, Lizzie. Oh, and she's a golden veil doll, whatever that means. Next thing I found that was very interesting, and I still have no freaking clue what it is. No clue whatsoever. At first I thought it was some kind of musical thing, some kind of African or Asian musical instrument because it's made of wood, but I don't think it is. I have no idea. It might be just a wood art piece, but it is signed. It's etched, signed with an initial. It's very good quality. It has holes in it, but you can't blow in them because it doesn't make any sound. And this is it. See? It's got kind of an angled top and bottom. There's the initial, and it's got holes that go all the way through. Thought maybe you can put flowers. See, there's holes on the back. Flowers in them. Stick them in one side and stick them out the other. Anyway, whatever it is, it's kind of cool, and I don't know what to call it. So if anyone knows, please let me know. I liked it. Okay, third, I found this lovely piece. I believe it's a handmade art pottery piece. It looks like a little like Mexican pottery, and I love anything that has to do with the ocean. And it's a dolphin, and they're so sweet. And it's a dolphin. It's a ceramic dolphin. beautiful colors. It's got that beautiful kind of 3D flower at the bottom. Look at his precious eyes. On the back, it's got a little fish. He's on a little, I don't know if that's supposed to be a wave, but I don't know why they wouldn't have painted it blue instead of brown, but I like him. And he's ceramic, and he's signed by Jay. Okay, now this is something that reminds me of my childhood because my uncle used to make things out of wood tree trunks. He used to make tables, he used to make ashtrays, he used to make bowls, and whatever. Anyway, I found this, and it reminded me of him. It's definitely vintage because I don't think anyone does this kind of art anymore. Maybe they do. But it is made from a tree trunk. You can hang it. And I don't know what that is because actually at the top, there's a hole. So I don't know if maybe this was something, there was a perch. Maybe you hung it up and it had a perch and a bird could land on it. But I certainly wouldn't want a bird pooping all over this because it's very pretty. It's glazed and it's nice and it's wood. So there we go. And I learn a lot of things from watching my YouTube thrifting faves I told you all about. I research a lot through those people, and I learn a lot about names and about values and the values of certain brand names. And I found my first Port Marion piece. I believe that's the correct way to say it. I do hear the crazy lamp lady recognize Port Marion pieces. It is an ornament. It's a little teacup ornament, new in the box, and it's super cute. Okay, next I found this. This looks very mid-century. It's a planter. It's got kind of a galvanized metal slide or something in that little pocket, and the rest of them just have flowers. But I love it. It's kind of a, I believe it's either heavy resin or sometimes you can't tell if it's pottery or resin because it's just so heavy. But it is a planter. It's been used. It's got a hole at the bottom. Definitely has age. And I like it. So that is going in my eBay store. Next up is an Asian artwork, and it is not signed, which I usually don't pick them up unless they're original, like acrylic or watercolor paintings and signed. But I thought this was a very nice piece. It looks like it's a pencil or pen drawing, and it looks like some workers working in the wheat fields and the rice fields with the little Asian hats on, and I just thought it was really well made, and the attention to detail is wonderful. So that's another one of my faves for the week. It's nice and wooden on the back. Okay, we got a few more. I don't usually do purses, but I saw this. I mean, I do purses for myself because I love clutches, and I just love holding them right here and just walking like I own the place when I go somewhere. Haha, just kidding. But this one looks very 1960s. My mom gave me some of her old purses when she was in high school. This is reminiscent of that. Isn't it adorbs? It's a little red and white, little snap closure purse. See the sides, and it's not collapsible, so even though it's small, it can hold a little bit more than a collapsible clutch or a flat clutch. I love it. I paid $1.99 for it at the Goodwill. Alright, next thing, I didn't know what this was, but I just tend to gravitate toward wood because it's beautiful and it's natural. So I saw this. This is nicely done, and it's kind of a rectangle, and then I remembered something from my childhood. I think I had one of these or something similar, and I started to shake it. Do you hear that? It makes a little tinkling, excuse me for saying tinkling, but that is the sound it makes, noise. So it is basically like a solid wood musical thing, and it is signed and dated, so I'll have to grab that. All right, moving right along. I don't want to spend too much time because I'm looking really ratchet right now, and I need to get some Botox. This is super cute. I love it because I automatically recognize that it was vintage, obviously, and I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if it was just a box or a basket. It does have a lid, but definitely vintage. So I had to do some research, as we all do. Look, it's a little round. Look at those little kids, hand painted on the top. They look like little pilgrim children. Almost looks like Holly Hobbie, a little pilgrim boy, but it's got hand painted on the top, and it does have a lid, like I said, and there are these grommets on the side and a seam, and I found out that it is a vintage cheese box. I saw on the bottom that it was made in Wisconsin, and it's by Seymour Woodenware, and I'm excited about it. I don't know why you would store cheese in one box anywhere outside of your refrigerator, but apparently back in the day it was something that was really popular, and I love it. Alright, winding it down here. I love Toll. I did really well with a piece from France. It was a very beautiful black and gold box with a handle. I didn't know what it was. It wasn't very big, about the size of a recipe card box, and on the bottom it said made in France. So I picked it up for like $4, and I said I'll do some research, and I don't usually do research when I buy things. I'm too ADHD, and so I can't take the time to do that. So sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, and this time I won. Got home, found out it was not a Hoggy or something, but it was a Toll tea caddy, vintage Toll tea caddy from France. Sold for $100. I paid $4. So that was fabulous. So now I'm a huge fan of Tollware. And so I found these two plates. Sorry, I'm looking double chinned. Look how beautiful those are. It's black Toll with gold, and they're hand painted and signed. There's a signature somewhere down at the bottom. On each have a different signature, which is weird. And they do have some unique marking on the back, but I could not figure out, there it is, what that marking is, even when I looked it up. So you can hear them. They're not tin, they're not aluminum, they're not metal. They're Toll. I had to learn that the hard way. So I think that these would have given me a nightmare when I was a child. I only had a sister, I didn't have a brother, but if my brother had these hanging in his room, I probably would have been scared because of their eyes. They're huge. My mom had huge paintings of little girls with gargantuan eyes, and I would wake up in the middle of the night and they'd be staring right at me, and I would be like, please take those down, I can't deal. But these are precious, and now that I'm older, and I know these are vintage, I think they're adorable. Here's the first one. It's a little boy pumping his muscles, his biceps, his champ on his shirt. I love the fact that one of his shoes is untied. And they're little oval wooden hand-painted little wall plaques. They came in a set. Not a set, I actually bought them separately. I think $4 a piece, but it was two. And here's another little boy with a backward ball cap, a baseball, and a bat. And they're precious, and they would look great hung together. So I'm starting to get my feel for vintage things from my childhood, which was, 70s and 80s. And so I have a good eye for it because I'm old. I'm kind of, but I'm old enough to know, to recognize things. My new thing, and I don't know how I got into this, but I started doing some research on vintage jewelry that was selling really well, and I found out that someone named Miriam Haskell, is that ringing a bell? Didn't with me either, but apparently she made jewelry in the 50s, 60s, and so I've been going on online auctions to try to see if I can find something affordable, because some of them go for in the hundreds for a brooch or a stick pin or a bracelet or something. But I think that the pins, brooches, are more vintage looking. So I was looking for that, and I happened to find a really good deal, and I got one finally. It's signed Miriam Haskell poinsettia holiday brooch. Let's see, isn't that beautiful? And I cannot wait. I'm trying to show you the signature. It is on the back, Haskell. I cannot wait till the holidays. I don't know if I'm going to list it before then, because I don't want it to get away for too little profit. You know what I'm fellow resellers out there. All right, and my favorite find for this past week, and this is completely from the 70s and early 80s, because my mom used to serve my sister and I dinner on TV trays as we were watching the Brady Bunch, or the Munsters, or the Love Boat, Fantasy Island, any of those shows. And we would not want to go to the kitchen, onto the Formica kitchen table with the lemon yellow chairs. So instead, she would serve us with a TV tray. Now, unfortunately, the one that I found does not have the long legs, and there's not a 4-pack and the stand. This was just a one single tray. It didn't have any legs, but it didn't have any legs, so they're not missing. It is I thought it was lucite, but I found out it is, I can't remember the name, but look at this beauty. This is what I ate off on half of my childhood. Isn't that gorgeous? Hand painted. Why can't I think of the material? It's driving me up the wall. Anyway, I know what it is, and it'll come to me. It's not lucite. It starts with a P, and I can't remember it. But I love that, and eBay asked me, or told me when I was listing it, that I should start the bidding at $72. And I paid $1.99 for it. So I was like, oh heck yeah, I'm there. If I don't keep it myself to eat my dinner on tonight, or serve it to one of my 6 children. Y'all have a great weekend. This is 6 Blessings, Picking and Flipping, and I hope y'all please subscribe and leave me any comments. I'd be happy to answer, and continue to watch my videos and try my eBay store out. And I'm learning how to do links and all that stuff, so give me a little bit of time. I'll get there soon. Thank y'all so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.